Good evening and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another episode of chess. Hopefully today I will play a little bit better than I did in the last episode. So today is all about keeping calm and focusing up as best as I possibly can and trying to get that ranking, ELO, back above at a minimum 1550. But hopefully push back towards that 1600 mark if we can. I've got to be sensible. I've got to play properly. You know, I can't let myself make silly mistakes and silly errors as I have done in, well, specifically in the last episode quite significantly. Okay, Ruy Lopez, my go-to. I really should learn the patterns that come out of the Ruy Lopez after these initial moves. For example, I think that's not a bad move. Because at the moment they've got the doubled pawns. And if they don't take, I'll just have a freebie and really boss the center here. We'll back up. And then we'll back up again. That might appear interesting or not. Locking that down instead. So that this can do that and I can't go here. So let's just throw this out. Giving myself a square to get back to. And also attacking that troublesome pawn. But don't take, because then you're forked. I'm just going to do that instead. I don't know if there's actually any way to defend this now. Trying to lock me in. I want to go there, but I also just want to take what's on offer. Okay, I want to get out of there as well. To allow this move, or potentially just this move. Yeah. And now the bishop is free, and that is still available. Okay, the bishop out wide is still available. On the wing is still available. And if it does go out there, okay, I'll just push forward and kind of kick you away. It's the only move you have. Well, save for defending the knight. I didn't expect the knight to be defended. But then that would kick you away. That certainly would kick you away. Okay. So we can get the king out of the way, but we don't have to rush that move. Get the bishop out. Threatening over here. And then we get the knight out. And I've still got that. Well, obviously, I do recognize that is there as well. Okay, so If we now throw this out, we'll just take, I think. That's pinned. This can't really go anywhere. King, obviously, king can't even castle while this bishop is blocking that. There we go. That's the removal of the blocking. If we slide forward, I'm thinking if the queen slides forward and the king moves away, that knight is hanging, because if the well, you're not going to take with the queen. You can't. So, and also if they do castle that way, the rook is there. I take this pawn anyway. So I'm going to go for it. You can't castle now. Okay, that does defend that, but then this, again, stops the castle. Because that can't be taken. Now it's under threat, obviously. So we'll get rid of that. That takes, and then we move out the way, because that rook is trying to line up. Trying to get that rook. Okay, then I'll take back my bishop. You can have the rook. Yeah, understood. You want to get out of there. That's understood. So I can pick off that, threatening the rook, then go back. And these two bishops are, oh, I mean, look, there was that as well. That you getting out of one bishop instantly went into another. But I took the rook instead. Okay, I think that's what's coming. Don't do that. Actually, we can do that for now. I think that's what's coming. Okay, so we'll get out of the way of that. And then if that does show, we just move forward this way. Okay, just get out of that. I've not got a lot of time, but I feel like I am playing a relatively good game, all things considered. Even if I'm also significantly down on time. Do you want to do that? And you're thinking of that? Whereas I can just do there? Oh, that's what you were looking at. You were looking at the bishop. Okay. I just didn't see a move. I just didn't see the move. I was worried about what's down here, which is exactly the idea, I imagine, of loading up that diagonal, getting me worried down here. The possibility of the rook. Okay, we'll load up there as well. Because take, 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 take. Brings me this. This. Because if this, that I mean, I can't do anything with this here anyway. So let's just go here. I think that wins me a rook. Because I've got everything covered here. So let's kick you out. And go back there or something. Yeah, there we go. Bring you forward. some kind of... I've only got a minute on the clock. Okay, well, I'm glad I've got you there because this stops that. But that fork of the minute, because even if you go there, I just take. It's both sides. That bishop is doing work for me. Outrageous amounts of work. And anything over here unlocks this check, which while it doesn't actually do much, I can't go back here because of you. I do have this, and this does win me a rook. I do believe. I don't know, there's probably like 6 other moves I'm not seeing. Or more. Fair enough. So we come back. You, and we defend that. With not a lot of time left. Still covering that important square and defended really well here. Well, I say really well. I could lock it down even further. But I've got to get out of here and allow myself this movement. I got 50 seconds. They've got 130, 125. I know what I need to do. I need to get the king out and I need to move the knight forward. It's no use being back here. There we go. They found it. They found it. All right. Potentially. Okay. Look, sometimes you're just going to lose even if you don't play it like an awful game. You just lose. All right, so let's try something different. Okay, we're castling long then. Apparently. I'm just giving up like all of the space. I'm just letting my opponent have all of the space and just completely boxing myself in. Yep, I saw that coming. I would take that. Maybe we just keep marching. That's free. Yep. Uh, this is how you overreact to playing a certain way and saying, you know what, I'll change it up, and then just making stupid errors. Like, I really don't have anything I can do I? Like, what have I done? Just take space. Play to the principles. Play to the principles. What are you doing? Okay, I'll open up. I can't see them sacking the queen for, I mean, no reason. However, it would have been a rook for a bishop and they would pick up another rook, so I don't know why they didn't do that. And send you back at least to there. Probably there. Not sure how we're only a pawn down in this game, though. I'm just playing awful. Playing so passively. And we could go there. Or no, yeah, we could go there and then push, and then if takes, then check. This is what I'm threatening. This is what I'm thinking of. Okay, somehow even, but not really. So what do we got to do? We got to not do that, not lose that. Get out of there. That comes forward. Get out again. Get out of here. I mean, that, yeah, okay, that's expected, but get out of here, because that's coming. I've got to get the king active as well. Oh, no, this ain't good. Okay, let's throw some haymakers then. So you're defending A. So you either move away, essentially there. But even then, I'm checking. Check again. Okay, now that's threatened, but that comes forward. That defends that. You can take that if you want. I should have... yeah, I should have gone away. Interesting. Now I go away and they're on the same line. So if you attack the rook, I move... Okay. Okay. Can you defend both? I don't think you can. Okay, so I'll take that. And I'll get out of here. Okay, you've pinned yourself now. Same again. Okay, but do you... I'm gonna make them checkmate me, and if they do, then that's fair play, but not everyone knows how to get a checkmate done with just a king and a rook. You want to cut off squares, but... I feel like maybe they don't know, but they're doing it like the method I would have to do it, which is like really slowly sometimes. Because they're like, I don't know where to go. Interesting. I thought the rook would come up then. This time. There we go. Okay, now we just run. He's gonna... Oh, okay. And there you go. Well done, well done, well done. Oh, I got an achievement for that. I made some blunders. Oof. Where's my review? Where is my blunders? It's probably, to be fair, it's probably like the second move. Oh, I did see that. I came back. I should have come back and threatened both. Oh, that's it. Oh, my word. Okay, well, it's another loss, unfortunately. And we're down at 1501. But I can't end there. That would be really poor. So we're going to go for one more. We're probably going to... Yeah, we are playing black this time. And we're going to try and just play a better game. Okay, they've aborted it. Here we go. A better game. Come on. I can do this. I hope. Okay, what am I going to play? What am I going to play? Yeah, let's go forward. Let's meet them this time. I don't want to give up all that space like I did last time. Okay, so forward. Out you come. We're pretty stable right now. I'm pretty stable, but it's not overly exciting. So out you come as well. If anything goes down this way, you're giving up that. So I imagine that. Maybe? No, okay, different. Okay, so... Oh, all right. That's coming in there then. So let's get rid of you. Pawn up. F6. I haven't actually fully committed on which way I'm going to castle. Really. Could threaten again. Yeah. Get the bishop out. I mean, is that a bit of a wasted move? That looks like it's coming this way. At some point. And that looks like a better option for castling. But that also requires this. So we just slide out of that danger. You're still there. You're still protected both ways. We could even go like that. Try and kick you out. It's queen for queen. That's the threat. The queen is the threat. And the mate is defended. Because even if take, take, take. It's a bit of a mess. Ah, there we go. So then we slide. We just slide back, I guess. Yeah, I guess. I don't even know. I should have castled the other way. I definitely, but I didn't want to. Well, I didn't have to lose the rook. I could just move the rook out of the way. I didn't have to castle that way, however. So let's just throw a question mark. I can't really throw that because that takes, then takes, then takes. Okay, so I think that's put me in trouble, hasn't it? Because now I'm no longer emptying the. Yeah, I think that's put me in trouble by moving the queen out of there because I can't now get rid of you with a take, take. It's just take. And then the mate is left open. And there it is. Oh, this is. I'm just bad, aren't I? I'm just bad. Let's go again. So we'll do what I didn't do last time and actually try and work some space in that center. Another loss. Wow. I'm really playing bad. Maybe I'm just bad in general. Yeah, okay. Sometimes I do like roll my eyes at kind of single moves that don't really do much. We've got to get out this way. I want to be there. So I'll just cancel that. Okay. That's also fine. I'm not really opposed to that. Because this will allow me this. Which, obviously, that's your only move out, but then we can just start pressuring on this side with an active king. It's almost like we're skipping that mid-game part, moving straight into the end game. I suppose, because now, yeah, now you're locked in. So even if you get out, you don't want to do that now, because then check, block, take, bishop on the line. Okay, so we could go here. Not really sure what the best option is here, because we've got... This is a problem. Kinda. So let's just step up a little bit. And you're not doing much here. But the thing is, that just can't move. That rook has to come out. And if that rook comes out, then the knight is locked in. If the knight moves, the rook is locked in. So you've got to get the king over there. Or some kind of block. There you go. Now you can threaten to move it out. So now we've got this. So yeah, while you come out, I can just move across, cover that. All right. And if I manage to win this, I go back to 1500, which would be nice. A good way to end an episode where I've played, once again, more or less terribly. Okay, so I'll just take that and that. That's fine. That rook needs to or wants to get out over here. And I can move across like so. Because that's coming that way, and then I've got to get here. Yeah, understood. If you go there, I've got that. I've got no way to defend this. I think I was too passive letting them come out. So it takes. Attack the rook. And defend that at the same time. That's a check. I can only get out of like this. This, I mean, I don't even know. I feel like I'm in trouble because my king has less squares available. There we go. There we go. Didn't bother sticking around. That's fair enough. We're back to 1500. It's not it's not particularly good. But at least we end on a win. I've got to wake up. Like I can play good chess sometimes. But overall, just yeah, not good. There we go. 28 played, 18 won, 9, percentage 64. I don't imagine that percentage is ever gonna kind of go back above 75 or thereabouts. You know, it will slowly just creep down to a point where you're basically winning 50-50 as your rating, my rating settles. But just so many times I will make an error, just make a silly error, and I know it's me. I'll keep trying. I'll keep trying, and just maybe I just got to slow down even more. Slow down even more. When there's like the first 5 minutes or so, just really stick to the principles. Take the center, get your king out of trouble, activate your pieces. Until next time.